uncle and your quiet next-door neighbor. It happened to your office buddy and the kids selling you a movie ticket. It happened to all of us. Maybe it was in 1977 when your jaw dropped as an Imperial Star Destroyer flew over your head for the first time. Perhaps it was in 1997 when George Lucas decided to re-release his movies with all new additions and special effects. This could have happened to you in 1999 when a wonderful teaser trailer announced that every legend has a beginning, or maybe it was in 2015 when a more distinguished Han Solo proclaimed to his Wookiee co-pilot and us, Chewie, we're home, and ushered in a new era of Star Wars stories. We all have a moment that absolutely hooked us. While there are a lot of Star Wars moments to choose from amongst 11 theatrically released movies, for now, 2 hit animated shows, and countless books and comics, we seem to gravitate towards little moments just as much as the big themes. These moments become the very reasons we love Star Wars, the reasons we keep coming back. Yes, you could define a reason to love Star Wars as directly as it makes me happy, or it teaches you a basic morality at a young age. However, those textbook reasons jump out of the screen and off the page through these moments. The moments are the reasons we love Star Wars. Let's go back to 1983 and that Return of the Jedi trailer. An entire generation of fans soaked in every image over the course of 2 glorious space minutes. Amongst the X-Wings, yelping Ewoks, and exploding Death Star, I locked onto that brief image of Luke Skywalker. That was a moment. But the reason it made me love Star Wars is that in one action-packed beat among many, I gravitated to the bigger adventure at play. A gallant figure was in the throes of action, but he wasn't striking out in anger. This hero in black, lightsaber in hand, was standing proud against evil forces, standing strong between them and his friends. He was in control. It was a picture of calm strength amongst the chaos of the galaxy rolling out before us fans. It was the pose of a hero. A reason to love Star Wars emerged from that moment, and I have been fascinated with those moments ever since. It should be clearly stated, though, this is not a definitive list. It can't be, and it shouldn't be. For one, it can't even be final. Thankfully, the Star Wars saga lives on. We as a fan base thought the last of the Star Wars movies had arrived in 2005 with Revenge of the Sith. That was supposed to be it. George had completed his saga, at least in terms of the big screen, and we were left with our memories, our collectibles, and the emerging digital media scene to analyze it forever. Sure, the excellent animated television series The Clone Wars launched with an uneven theatrically released movie that led us into the show, a show that did serve as an entry point into Star Wars for many fans and gave veteran fans more stories to chew on. But, for the most part, Star Wars was all wrapped up in a warm, nostalgic 6-disc set. Yes, with more variations and additions to come, but this isn't that book. It all changed in 2012. George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney, and new movies soon followed. I remain forever grateful. New Star Wars movies means a large swath of new Star Wars moments that create even more reasons to love the saga. You'll find a lot of those moments in this book, including moments from the novels, comic books, animated TV shows, and video games. At the time of this writing, we're still waiting for Episode 9, a new trilogy from Rian Johnson, live-action shows The Mandalorian and one focused on Cassian Andor, and a proposed series of movies from the showrunners of HBO's Game of Thrones. The moments presented to you here represent a snapshot of fandom now, and I guess then. As Yoda said, always in motion, the future is. Oh, do you like Star Wars quotes? Oh, good, stand by for a lot of those. And so it is with Star Wars itself. This can't be a definitive list because we're just not done consuming new Star Wars, thankfully. This also can't be a definitive list because one person is writing it. I certainly have lost nights and nights of sleep forming some kind of ranking here. I've already changed my rankings 3 times since you started to listen to this book. However, there was no specific research that built the list you're about to hear, no BuzzFeed polls to influence it, and we didn't go door to door to ask every fan what moments they wanted here. This is one fan's journey through the saga. Yet I'm not on a Scarif Island alone here. One of the great things about celebrating Star Wars is that one's fandom is both incredibly unique and wonderfully communal. You may have grown up in the American Midwest feeling like you were the only one that connected with the plight of Dak Walter and The Empire Strikes Back. But far across the globe, in Japan, England, or beyond, another fan felt the same way. Dak's words of, "I feel like I could take on the Empire myself."